How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Friday Night Football review for round 5 of the NRL, where we saw 2 games tonight. We saw the Manly Sea Eagles knock off the Warriors 13 points to 12, and we saw the Panthers. They were a little bit too good for the Raiders down there at Panthers Stadium, winning that game 30 points to 10. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel around here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. I really do appreciate you guys for clicking on the review. It's much appreciated. Well, let's get into the Friday Night Football review, man. So the first game, the Sea Eagles knocking off the Warriors down there at Central Coast Stadium. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This game was quite boring for mine. It wasn't a great game of footy. I thought Manly and the Warriors, both sides made a lot of poor errors, a lot of uncharacteristic errors, and I thought it was a very sloppy game. But Manly, they ended up getting the win, and it all started off really well for the Warriors. You know, the first 25 minutes or so, I thought Manly's forward pack really bashed the Warriors. I thought they held their own early on, and then in the 27th minute there, Manly had a scrum. Then there was a kick downfield off a scrum from Cherry Evans. Jason Saab versus Ken Mamalo in a foot race. Saab gets it and scores. Manly lead 6-0 early on. And then Ken Mamalo, a couple minutes later, he scores for the Warriors, and then it's 6-all. And then half-time, it's 6-all, and I'm thinking, okay, 6-all at half-time. Manly need to be levelled at half-time. If the Warriors led at half-time, maybe Manly's, maybe their mentality, maybe their confidence might not have been all there. But I thought they did very well at this stage, Manly. And, both sides were very sloppy. The Warriors, they were frustrating me. Tuivasa-Sheck in the first half. I don't want to blame it on him, but I thought he was very poor in the first half. So then, in the second half, the Warriors, they started the second half very, very well. For Sean O'Sullivan, he put a very good dummy. I believe it was on Sean Keppie from memory, and he went over and scored. Manly lead 12 points to 6. And then about 15 minutes later, Josh Schuster goes over for Manly, and then it's 12-all, and I'm thinking, okay, who's going to kick the field goal first? Who's going to score the try? Manly had plenty of opportunities in the last 15 minutes or so to go for a field goal, but they kept putting up a bomb or putting in a grubber kick, and then the Warriors, I thought they had a chance to go for a one-pointer as well, and they did go for a field goal at one stage, and it was a bludger of a field goal attempt. And then in the 79th minute, I guess you could say with about 10 seconds to go, Manly are about 25-30 out from the line. Daly Cherry Evans gets the ball. He kicks the field goal. The Sea Eagles, they win the game, 13 points to 12. I've got to say, a very good win for Manly. They were desperate. They needed to win this game. If they had lost this game, Manly, they would have been 0-5. It would have been danger signs for them. So, a good win for Manly. It was a brave win. It was a very ugly game of football. Tommy Turbo's back next week for the Sea Eagles. So, a big inclusion there. Now, look, I'll start with some of the Warriors players who I thought were good and bad. I thought Sean O'Sullivan played well for the Warriors. I thought Marcelo Montoya wasn't too bad for the Warriors as well. I thought Harris at front row wasn't bad, but he's obviously a back row or a lock. I don't like him at front row, but thought he did an okay job in the middle there. Man, Ben Murdoch-Masila, he was outstanding for the Warriors, I thought. Kane Evans was okay. Jack Murphy wasn't too bad. Elliot Katoa, I thought they all did a good job. Just Tavagas' defense was very good for the Warriors. For the Sea Eagles, though, I thought Ruben Garrick had a fair game. I thought Tanela Paseka and Josh Alloway were very good for the Sea Eagles. Schuster and Jake Trbojevic were great. Martin Tapel and Tafal Sipley were good. Tavita Funa played a fair bit, and he played well. But, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a great game of football, but Manly, they come away with the results. And my top 3 players on ground for this game, I'm going to go with number 3 is going to go to Ben Murdoch-Masila. I thought he was quite good for the Warriors. Number 2 is going to go to Tanela Paseka. I thought he was fantastic. And number 1, my man of the match, is going to go to Josh Schuster. I thought he played very well in the back row tonight, and I thought he was best on ground for mine. So Josh Schuster's my man of the match, and the Seagulls win 13-12. Congratulations to the Seagulls. Now let's move on to the next game. The game that we just saw. Panthers 30, Raiders 10. Now, this game was very, very good for probably about 50 minutes or so. And then when, obviously, that try that Charlie Staines scored pretty much sealed the deal there for the Panthers, and they got the win. But it all started well for Canberra. Jack Whiten scoring the first try. Canberra 6-0 early on. They look quite good there. 26th minute, Charlie Staines scores. And then Matt Burton scored, and then the Panthers up 12-6. Plenty of momentum for Penrith at this stage. They were looking good. And then Jerome Luai scored before half-time. Literally sucked the life out of the Raiders. That try before half-time that Luai scored sucked the life out of them. And then it was 18-6 at half-time in favour of Penrith. So I was sitting there on my live stream thinking, okay, Canberra score first. They're a good chance here. I wouldn't write them off just yet. And then in the 59th minute, Jared Croker scores over in the corner. A nice tip-on pass from Elliott Whitehead. Croker misses the conversion, which does hurt them. Panthers 18-10. Canberra, they're still in the game, you know. There's plenty of time to go. There was 20 minutes to go at this stage. Still an 8-point game. And then the Panthers score on the right side. Charlie Staines with a step on Jack Whiten. He goes over to score. That try from Charlie Staines, that was pretty much it for the Raiders. They were gone after that. And then Cleary kicks it from the sideline. 24-10 in favour of Penrith. And then 7 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, whatever. George Williams throws a Hail Mary pass. Intercepted by Nathan Cleary. He goes over and scores. And the Panthers win the game. 30-10. Now, look, not making any excuses here for the Raiders at all. I'm not making an excuse, but let me just say this. When Charlie Staines scored the first try for the Panthers, I'm still a bit iffy on if, you know, the Raiders, you know, there was a penalty. It was Rapiner and Kickout. They had a bit of a scuffle in the background there. The penalty should have went to Canberra, but it went to Penrith, and then Penrith go down the other end and score, and then the momentum's all Penrith's. I'm not saying that that's why Panthers won the game, but that decision really hurt the Raiders. I know you got to defend and make your tackles, but I thought that decision was a tough call against Canberra, and it really did hurt them. But I got to say, the real momentum shifter in this game, when Charles Nickel Clockstar went off the field, I put Rapiner at fullback. Canberra were absolutely lost. Whitehead was in the centres, which he's played there before, but not for a couple of years. They had Croker on the wing. It just wasn't a good night for the Raiders. And then they lost Hodgson later on. But when they lost Charles Nickel Clockstar, the Raiders were in absolute all sorts. But the Panthers tonight, they were outstanding. You know, Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai, they were good for the Panthers. I thought Stephen Crichton was okay at fullback. Momorowski and Matt Burton were very good in the centres. Brian Toto was absolutely outstanding. Fisher Harris had a very good game. Isaiah Yeo was good. Spencer Leniu off the bench was just absolute dynamite for mine. Liam Martin was great. Matt Eisenhuth was great. Kickout was all right. He did go off after 59 minutes, so I think he was just out of breath and needed a break. But the Panthers, you know, they just keep rolling on. They were very good tonight, the Panthers. And, you know, that bench was outstanding, man. Spencer Leniu, far out, man. What a player he is. And Liam Martin, I mean, the Panthers tonight, they were very good. And, you know, they definitely deserved to win the game. They were too good at home. They outplayed the Raiders, and I thought they were more damaging with the ball when they had it. So, Panthers, too good tonight. But the Raiders, they will be better for the run. You know, the Raiders, you know, round 5, you know, it's a game against Penrith. But then in round 25, Canberra will be a much better side, I guarantee you that. But the Panthers fans doing the Viking Club about 3 times might be an unpopular opinion, but I reckon that's ridiculous, man. Disrespectful. I mean, the Raiders do the Viking Clap. They introduced it to the NRL. Panthers are copying them doing it. I think it's a bit sarcastic and a bit silly from them. So I don't know what they're trying to achieve there, the Panthers. But anyway, we'll move on. But my top 3 players on ground for this one, I'm going to go. Number 3 is going to go to Spencer Leniu. He was outstanding. Number 2 is going to go to Brian Toto. He was terrific. And number 1, my man of the match, it's going to go to Nathan Cleary. He was absolutely outstanding tonight. And I reckon he deserves to be man of the match. So the Panthers win 30-10. The Seagulls beat the Warriors 13-12. Guys, that's it for the Friday Night Football review. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Congratulations to the Seagulls and the Panthers on winning. Bad luck to the Warriors and the Raiders. Good luck to the Warriors and Raiders next week. And well done to the Panthers and the Seagulls tonight. But guys, that's it for the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.